Bret Baier is joining us now live here in our New York City studio. He is anchor and executive editor of Special Report and author of the brand new best-selling book, The Case for America, an argument on behalf of our nation. Awesome book. Glad to have it in my hands here. Bret, I know you've got some news for us. As we do watch these markets, it's just crazy.
It is crazy.
Looking at the resilience in the American stock market and now this drop in oil prices down $7 today. What are you hearing?
Well, I had a phone call with the president a short time ago, and he is optimistic about this deal, this memorandum of understanding. Thinks it is going to lead to things. He's cautiously optimistic, I should say, but thinks. And I asked him what the time frame would be. He puts it at a week, getting everything wrapped up. The key part: getting the highly enriched uranium out of Iran, making sure the strait is open completely. And, I think there's still a lot of questions about the Iranian leadership. How are they going to back up whatever they sign and agree to on this deal? But there is a sense in his voice that he thinks this is a game changer.
He spoke. It was a while at the White House for this Mother's Day event for our military mothers ahead of the Sunday Mother's Day, and he said this before your phone call. It sounds like on Iran. Listen.
The blockade is unbelievable. The Navy's been incredible. The job they did, it's like a wall of steel. Nobody goes through. In particular, the Iranians, they're not getting anything through one way or the other, so they're out of business. And we'll see whether or not they are agreeing.
I mean, similar message, it sounds like. But a week. I mean, I was watching markets as you were saying that, because, of course, that's what the markets are dependent on right now, how much longer this goes on. And President Trump has vowed, and you've heard it from his economic team and beyond, that the price of oil and gas will drop significantly the second that this concludes.
He thinks and is predicting it's going to go down below where it was when we all started this. Listen, you cover this more than I do about the underlying status of the U.S. economy, and it seems pretty resilient no matter what we're doing. Manufacturing up, the jobs numbers, everything's kind of cooking. And had this not happened, this economy might be running a lot harder than it is.
To that point, here's Kevin Hassett on the economic growth outlook for the country. Listen.
I'm highly confident that we're going to be looking at 4% numbers for the rest of the year. The imports were the highest quality imports we've ever seen in the data. It used to be that we were bringing in, stuffed animals from China. Now we're building in things that make chips. And so all of those machines that we imported in the quarter are going to be turning on in factories and creating jobs for the rest of the year.
I mean, all I hear is confidence coming from his economic team. The growth outlook is just beyond. I mean, Larry Kudlow joined us for 2 hours on Monday. I turned into the Larry Kudlow show, and we loved it. But, I mean, he, too, is extremely optimistic. And then anybody who sits here, like our economic panel last hour, says, look at the earnings and look at the projected growth of these companies. It is just stellar. So you have to imagine if they can get oil and gas prices to come down in this economy, I mean, it's off to the races. That must be the optimism that we're seeing.
I think so. And listen, we should put the caveat on there. There are things that could happen. There are
correct.
There are speed bumps that could develop, and primarily what the back end of any Iran deal looks like. Because especially the neighbors in the neighborhood are going to be really interested about if the U.S. is leaving, what that looks like.
I'll finish up by putting your book back up, The Case for America, because I love this. And we had Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch on the program yesterday, and I asked him as we were finishing up our chat about his message as we approached the 250th mark. And he said, let's not forget as Americans that this wasn't an easy path to get here. I love this.
Yeah. I mean, basically, this is a case in front of a jury saying, what's the argument for America ahead of the 250th? And it uses voices from the past, all the presidents I've written about, and then contemporary voices like Ken Langone and Condoleezza Rice and all kinds of different people saying what's important to remember is what we have, and we have to protect it.
Love that. Bret, great to see you.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.